if we can just make it to Thursday, something that I always say, and lo and behold, we make it to Thursday each time. Actually, a very close friend of mine taught me this line, and I use it all the time. Like, if I can just make it to Thursday. Welcome to Time with T. Thank you so much for choosing to spend time with me. Now, Thursdays are my favorite days of the week because Thursdays are Time with T days. There are 5 things that I will always talk about: literature, performing arts, agenda, gender-based violence, and myself. Today I would like to speak about a bit of gender-based violence and literature and performing arts. What's new? But let me start with performing arts. Especially this week, we have been seeing on social media a lot of accusations and allegations have been going on between the people who have traveled abroad to represent our country in the literature space and the people who are allegedly taken off the list because of people allegedly doing things allegedly. I'm here to say this: if you're an artist and you're a creative in South Africa and you see what is going on, people might say they have proof. Some people will say there is no proof, but as an individual, you see what is going on. You have to find a way to regulate yourself, and there are ways. And I say this with the utmost confidence because I know at the South African State Theatre there has been workshops for many years, but people just don't attend because a lot of artists feel like, most of artists feel like, workshop, how do I do this? I know how to do this? I'm already talented. Talent alone is not enough. If you're a creative, you're an artist in South Africa, I will say this all the time: talent alone is not enough. You have to treat yourself like a business. You have to treat yourself like an enterprise. You have to carry yourself like an enterprise. You have to have branches, and that is why we see people get opportunities to travel abroad, because they treat themselves like a business. Showbiz, you can't just concentrate on the show aspect of this. You also have to concentrate on the business side of things. And I'm saying this because I know that I've had like very casual chats with a number of artists to say, so how is this looking like for you? How's your portfolio coming along? How's this? How's that? Like, some artists don't even have like your mission statement. They don't know their artist statement. Nothing like that. All they tell you is, I'm a musician, or I'm a writer, or I'm a poet, or I'm a this, or I'm a that. But there's nothing that says on paper to say, what is your business plan? You have a talent, yes. You do this, yes. But what? Show it to me in black and white. Because even when you search for these people on social media, all you find are recent trends or jokes that are social media jokes and things that are very unserious. You don't see the people portray who they are on social media. And I know that a lot of people say social media is not real, and people that post on social media, they're not really posting their real life and their real experiences. True that as it may be, treat social media like the streets. Because people who are on social media, these accounts have names, they have faces, they have people behind those accounts. So you're gonna carry on and be like, social media is not real, but a person is watching your account to say, I'm looking for a writer. This person said they're a writer, but there's nothing on your social media pages that says that you're a writer, or there's nothing on your social media pages that speaks about your talent, because you believe that social media is not real. The people behind these accounts are real, my dear beloved. So treat social media like a market. When you walk through a market, you see all these stalls, people selling this, people selling that. You are browsing. Sometimes you have no intention to buy until you see something that you're interested in, and then you inquire, and then you make a purchase. Sometimes you go to the market with the intention to buy some things, and then you go out there and then you make purchases. Same with social media. Some people go onto on these pages, on these apps, looking for absolutely nothing, but something grabs your eye, something grabs your attention. Be that person that grabs people's attention with your skill, with your talent, with what you are passionate about. So social media is definitely a real place. It's a real place. People might not be posting their true reflection of reality, but trust me, social media is real. Now let's talk a little bit about what is happening on the gender-based violence side. this is what I've noticed lately, is that people are now I'm talking about the gender-based violence within the entertainment industry. People are, because with a lot of podcasts that are coming out right now, everybody has an opportunity to say something, and this is what I realized. A lot of people are painting the entertainment industry as if people who don't have talent make it, couch casting, couch this, couch that, perpetrators are hiding behind desks. I'm not denying that, I'm not disputing that, and I'm not saying that is not the case, but here's what I've picked up. A lot of people who speak about couch casting, they say, oh, but I was not into the couch casting. I know that that is the culture, but I always went a different way. The people, because I know a few names, just a few, not a lot. I know a few names, and I know where to ask certain questions about certain individuals. And I've realized that the people that often say, I'm not into the couch casting thing, I had to carve my own way. The people who actually participate in the couch casting culture keep their lips closed. They don't speak about it. You will listen to interviews and they won't mention it. They will talk about their art, they will talk about their craft and what they are currently doing, what they're going to be doing next, their bodies of work, their childhood, how they grew up, their family setup, their career span. That's where the focus is. Maraba Baba claim no couch casting, I was never about the culture. Keep on. And it's so weird to me, because my thing is that if you are not participating in this thing, why are you talking about it? And the people who participate in this thing don't talk about it because their focus is not there. It's not about that. Their focus is about the craft. So sometimes the people who speak about this are crying for help, and this is where I'm going with this. The violence, here's the thing, victims don't know that they're victims. Some victims don't know that they're victims until somebody sits them down and say, hey, here's what's going on. Why do you hate this so much? What happened to you? Reminds me of that book that I read, and I read someone's copy of What Happened to You, and I wanted to buy my own, and I decided I'm not gonna buy it because what happened? Nothing happened. I was in denial. So anyway, I digress. So sometimes, and I'm bringing this up because I want us to spread awareness. Some people have been abused, have been violated, have been taken advantage of, but they are not aware. But subconsciously, they keep talking about this at a distance, as a third person, because their mind refuses to accept it is you in that situation, baby girl or baby boy. It is you. That thing happened to you. You keep saying that I would never. It happened to you. Somebody did you in. Somebody did you dirty. And at the time, you were so vulnerable. You didn't have the language to express what was going on. But let's unpack what makes you talk about this thing so much. What happened to you? And I'm saying this to say there is a Me Too movement. There is a Men Too movement. And these movements were started by victims. These movements were started by people who started to know better, who started to realize that actually I didn't want to partake in this and I didn't want to partake in that. We live in a world where the violence is so close to us, is so intimate, that we don't see it as violence because it's so comfortable. There is a thing that is called, you are so comfortable with your perpetrator that you don't realize that they are violating you. And this is what I need us to speak about a whole lot more. This is the conversation that I need us as parents to discuss with our children as often as possible, to say it does not matter how much you know this person, it does not matter how close we are with this person, it does not matter how many times this person comes over to the house for dinner. If this happens, then it's wrong. We need to have an open communication with our children to say, if somebody ever tells you, don't tell, that's when you tell. I say this to my son all the time. If somebody says, don't tell your mom, who's the first person you tell? Your mom. Like, it does not matter who it is, be it your family member, a relative, a close friend, a teacher, your principal, it does not matter who it is in your life. You tell me. If somebody ever tells you not to say anything, you say everything. And this happens to people when they are at that young age, when they are a bit naive and they don't know better, and they grow into it and they tell you that they don't participate in things. Also, we need to realize that the things that happened to us in the past, the traumas that we have endured, come back in a different way. It's like they recycle themselves. They come back in a different way. You might have experienced a certain trauma at a younger age, and then whether your mind blocks it out or you just carry on from it, or you just not think about it at all, it comes back in a different way. It returns itself in a different way, in a different person, in a different manner. And you're gonna think about it. Your body might be rejecting it. That's another thing. The body keeps the score. There's a book with that title. Also, another one that I want to get. Your body literally keeps the score. Your body remembers what happened to it. That's why sometimes when you are around certain people, or when you're around certain spaces, you just become abrasive. Like, you brace yourself, because your body knows this is a situation that once made us feel very uncomfortable. So we have to keep guard, we have to be alert, we have to do this. And we're not consciously going to say, this is such deja vu, it feels like I've been here before. Or you ignore it because you are with people whom you are comfortable with. In most cases, and statistics shows that being violated does not come from a stranger. There are cases where it comes from a stranger. Yes, Uyinene will always be the prime example of this. But Bonosicelo, Bokarabo, Botegofazo, but a lot is with your intimate partner. So you also have to learn to listen to your gut feel. What is your gut saying? And I'm not saying gut meaning like that place that keeps your food before it leaves your body, but you know what I mean when I say gut feeling. What is your gut saying? If you are about to do something and you have a sense of doubt, always remember that doubt means no. Always remember that doubt means don't. So if you ever want to try and do something and you have a bit of doubt, then don't do it. If you are watching this video and you are not a subscriber, please do subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Also like this video, and also please share with your beloveds, maybe people who need to hear this, so that next time when I upload something that you might also need to hear, then you will be one of the first people to know and to get the notification. Like and subscribe. So with that said, a lot of victims of gender-based violence don't know that they're being violated until at a later stage. And there will still be help. There is help at any stage. There is help. And another thing, the gender in gender-based violence does not stand for female. It stands for everybody. Okay? Now, to announce book of the month for Booknook online book club, I usually pick just one book. This time I'm going with an author of the month, Angela Makholwa. I'm coming in with The Blessed Girl. I know a lot of us have different books from this particular author, so please do come in with any book from this author that you have read. Let's have an Angela Makholwa session, go Booknook at the end of the month. And if you are interested, I want to say link in bio, but contact me and you will get the link to join a Booknook. Otherwise, details are on here. Again, while we are still on literature, this Saturday. I hope you will see this before this Saturday, the 22nd of February. I am going to be in conversations with Kabelo Chabalala, the author of A Woman, which is a sequel to A Journey from Boyhood to Manhood. So please do come and join us for more details. But remember to RSVP CWTA at statetheatre.co.za. I hope to see you there. Again, with the 5 things that I always talk about, please remember that when it comes to literature and performing arts, as an artist, it's on you. Treat yourself as a business. You are where you are. If you want to do better, you can do better. If you want to earn more, you can earn more. If you want to do more, you can do more. If you want to expand, you definitely can expand. When it comes to gender-based violence, remember, it is not your fault. It will never ever be your fault should you ever be violated. If you know somebody who is in a situation where they're dealing with being violated, ask for help. There is help out there. Plenty of places are there to help and assist. And if you see something, say something. And let's just keep educating ourselves, because when you know better, you do better. Now, we really like for you to join Agenda, because Agenda is a movement that is specially designed for the well-being of our youngest and our most vulnerable members of our society, which is our children. There are plenty of programs. The details, please join, please sign up. Registration officially opens April, but for now, if you are interested, do keep inquiring, pre-register. You can absolutely do that, Mara. We start officially, all our programs are going to begin on the 1st of April. So for more information, feel free to get in touch with me anytime. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me on this episode or this edition of this serving. Thank you so much for joining me on this serving of Time with Tea. I will see you next Thursday. If we can just make it to Thursday, I am out for now. Please be kind to one another. Like treat each other like you would your siblings, and treat yourself and speak to yourself like the love of your life. I'm out for now. Love and light.